Hey guys, it's Charlie. So I just wanted to make a video really quickly sharing with all of you one of the biggest things that I have in my Etsy shop right now, a Monarch Spirit, and they are called medicine bracelets. I've been making medicine bracelets now for over a year, and basically when I describe them to people, I describe them almost like having a crystal grid on a bracelet that you can wear. So what goes into these is a lot of intuition. I'm a certified crystal healer through Hibiscus Moon Crystal Academy, and so the knowledge and teachings and education I've had on crystals and their vibrations and things like that, what crystal grids are, how crystals can be used to improve our lives, that kind of thing. That all goes into this, as well as just research on the stones themselves. And not all of these are actually crystals or stones or gems. A lot of them are actually shells as well, but all natural items, and or all natural materials, I should say. So I'm just going to kind of walk you through what I have in my shop as far as these medicine bracelets are concerned. When I first started selling these, I got a panel together of, I want to say it was 10 intuitive consultants, and they were consultants that had either graduated from one or both of two programs and received certifications of programs that I was already in. The first being Florist Sage's intuitive program, the level 1, basically you become a certified psychic. And the other program was Hibiscus Moon Crystal Academy. So all of my intuitive testers had either graduated from one or both of the two different programs. I wanted people who had been trained intuitively about either crystals or basically feeling out knowledge from programs that I trusted and recommend and knew the curriculum of and had gone through myself, because after having gone through both the Hibiscus Moon Crystal Academy as well as the level 1 and level 2 for Florist Sages, the first is developing your intuition, becoming a certified psychic. The second is becoming a certified certified empowerment coach. All three of those programs, and those two teachers in particular, I hold in very high esteem. So I wanted to work with others and bring on others whose intuition and training I could trust, because I trusted their teachers. And a lot of them were also had been classmates of mine through various courses as well. So without further ado, I'm going to show you guys some of the medicine bracelets. Alright, so here first on the black stand, I'm just going to run through these. All of these are handmade by me, all crystals or stones or shells, all natural materials. These are all around 7 inches in length when they are, just strung onto the thread. I was going to say string and thread at the same time. This first one is called Ocean Wonder, and it's all shells. So you've got this blue, sometimes beige shell chip is the main focal point, and then a bunch of beige shell chips around it. The second one I'm actually sold out of. This one's going to be going to its new home shortly. This is the Magic and Manifestation bracelet. So it consists of tiger eye, hematite, and black onyx. The next one is one of my favorites. It's the Journey to Wholeness, and this is aventurine and shell chips and turquoise. This, I'd have to look at the listing again, but I believe that one is... No, wait, that's reconstituted turquoise. So it is real turquoise, but it's reconstituted, because turquoise itself, it can be brittle. So what happens is basically they put it into a powder form, and then they reconstitute and reinforce it so that it's able to hold in the beads. The next one, these are the Medicine Spirit bracelets. There are 4 of them here. One of them is lighter than the others because it's made with beige shell chips, whereas the others are made with this really pretty reddish brown shell chip, and then also turquoise and a rose quartz power bead at the center focal point. The next is the Creator bracelet. So this one was the Magic and Manifestation, and this is all about magic and manifestation and really like grounding your dreams and desires into the earth plane. And the Creator bracelet is similar, but it works a little bit different energy, and basically has tiger eye and hematite, just like the other bracelet does. But instead of the black onyx, it has white shell chips as well as carnelian chips too. And the carnelian really lend the energy and creativity and vitality to any projects that you have or anything that you're looking to manifest in the physical world. The next are the aventurine power beads. I don't know if you guys remember this. I am going to be 29 in March. And when I was a kid, there were these things that were all the rage. They were called power beads, and you could get power beads, and they all meant different things. And I had a pair of jade power beads and a pair of rose quartz power beads when I was younger. And I haven't been able to find them since. And if I do, they're really expensive. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to make my own power beads. And so I did. So these are green aventurine power beads. Rose quartz power beads. Amethyst power beads. These are really gorgeous because it's banded amethyst, so I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but each one is very unique. It's not just solid purple. There's banding in there as well, so that is really cool. But the amethyst power beads, these are, they're not quite power beads. I call this the carnelian chunky chip, and the reason is it has the same energy as power beads, essentially, maybe a little bit slightly different because the shape of the stone is different. But the chips are, instead of being balls or what do they call these in the bead world? Rounds is what they're called in the bead world. These are just big, chunky, fat, puffy chips. So they're not little chips like these guys, but they're nice, big chips. And so this is a chunky chip carnelian, and that is really good for, again, energy, vitality, creativity, really working with that sacral chakra. Your manifestation chakra is making sure that everything is open and aligned, and that you are really given the energy and vitality and the stamina and the creativity to move forward with your goals. So if that's something that you are having trouble with, or it also helps with sexuality too. So if you're having trouble as far as your sexuality is concerned, or being able to really, I guess, open up or be sexually open and sexually healthy, I guess, carnelian is really good for that too. The next are jade power beads. These ones are slightly smaller. The beads are not, these ones I believe are 16 millimeter. Nope, they're 12 millimeter. And these ones I want to say are 8 millimeter rounds, but they are the green jade power beads. Then moving over here, by the way, the Magic and Manifestation, the one that sold out, but I will be making more, it will be listed soon. This one and then this one are probably my shop's most popular bracelets at the moment. Now, some of the, depending on what my distributors have, some of the shapes of the beads are going to be a little bit different, and so I try to get creative with it, but really what we're looking for are the stones used and the energy of those stones used. So the Dream Weaver is incredible. This I actually originally designed for Nozomi because she was having night terrors and really struggling with sleeping and staying in her own bed. She would have nightmares every single night. She just felt, she didn't really feel very safe in her room or safe at night. So I made her this bracelet, which is howlite and amethyst, to really help calm her dreams and give her nice, peaceful, restful sleep with really happy, special dreams. And she wore it, and the first night and ever since, she's been sleeping in her bedroom. And she also has, we have a little howlite frog in her room with her, and she likes to sleep with her Dreamweaver bracelet on. So the Dreamweaver bracelet is really geared toward those who have insomnia, sleep issues, have trouble relaxing, but it's also really great for those who are practicing astral travel, those who want to induce lucid dreaming, stuff like that. So what this is basically howlite, and again, the actual beads themselves, they're going to vary in shape, but they are all still howlite. And then amethyst is the focal bead on the Dreamweaver bracelets. The next one here, let's see, I've got 4 of them. These ones are the Beach Bum bracelets, and these ones, this is not real turquoise. This is not authentic turquoise. It is imitation turquoise. But this is, if you want to bring the energy of like the beach and freedom and the surf into your life, and just basically that everything connected with the beach and the ocean, water and freedom is what this bracelet is really good for, the beach bum. The next bracelet is the Tropical Sunrise, and I named it that because the coral that's used here, it's white shell chips and coral, and then again the imitation turquoise, but then there's also authentic turquoise right here. The Tropical Sunrise, I named it that because it reminds me of a tropical sunrise. The peachish coral, peachish pink coral, and the blue coral remind me of a sunrise. So this too has a very similar energy to the beach bum, but take it a step further and really kind of bringing in that energy of kind of solar newness and new projects and a little bit of extra oomph and vitality and all of that stuff. This next one is the Treasure Island bracelet. This one is very similar to the Tropical Sunrise, except that instead of turquoise, it has, again, one of those big, gorgeous blue shell chips. So this is a giant, delicious piece of shell. Look at it sparkle. And one of the intuitive testers had a bracelet with a focal point like this, and she said it actually worked really well when it came to divination. She could tell during the day certain things. She was able to start divining certain things based on which way the shell was facing, whether it was facing up like this or if it had moved upside down like this, which I thought was really interesting. But this also has pink pink coral, no blue coral, just the pink, and then it's got this blue shell chip here. The next are Crazy Lace Agate chips, the chip bracelet. And these ones right now are not listed in the shop. And this is something that I now have to be extremely careful of, and I do apologize for anyone who picked up on this and felt like they couldn't let me know what was going on. If anybody did, I'm not sure. When I got these from my distributor, it was originally marketed as ocean jasper, and ocean jasper is extremely rare and it's extremely expensive. And the price that I was able to get these for, I was really, and also the way that the stones they appear, though it's kind of difficult to tell because they're small chips, it didn't feel like ocean jasper to me. And so it was with research and learning how to identify different types of jasper that I finally came to the realization that this was not ocean jasper. It was actually Crazy Lace Agate. So this is a chip, the chip bracelet, which is basically like this entire bracelet is just made up of this. There are 3 of them here. It's not all one bracelet, just 3 of them. And this is just, it's really good. It's very simple, very earthy, grounding, but also has a bit of some solar energy in there and really connected with the solar plexus chakra. The next few here, and I wish that I still had, oh no, I do. I have one of each so far, at least one of each. These ones you can't really tell the difference between, because at least I can't on my little camera. This is the Makeru set, and there'll be more. I will bring more variety into the Makeru, but basically Makeru is a concept that's talked about in Positive Magic by Marion Weinstein, and I learned about it when I was studying with Flora Sage. And Makeru is basically, the concept of Makeru is speaking only which is true, and eventually the magician is able to master that which the magician speaks comes true, because the only words that are ever uttered by the magician are truth. And it's just a really interesting concept, and I wanted to create bracelets that allowed us to really speak from the heart and speak our truth and be able to stand in our truth and have the courage to speak our truth. So that's why the main stone used in this is the Amazonite chip. Amazonite is really, really hindered. Why can I not speak? I keep making these terrible speaking mistakes today. Maybe I should wear one of these guys. Amazonite is really great for speaking from the heart and speaking truth and being able to have that courage. And then depending upon which focal bead is added, which focal stone is added, changes the makeup, the crystal makeup and the intentional makeup of each specific Makeru bracelet. So the first is Makeru Jade. Alright, so this is a jade bead, and then we have the amethyst, Makeru Amethyst, Makeru Rose Quartz, and Makeru Aventurine. Basically, these are all of the ones that I have right now. I've got a few more designed, but not created quite yet, and some of these are finished and ready to go, but I just have not done up the listing yet. But the majority of these can be found on my shop, monarchspirit.etsy.com. So if you guys want to check it out, go for it. And I also wanted to share with you another product that I made that I'm really excited about. This is Great Beard Organic Beard Oil. I'm really excited about this. I started using these clear bottles just because they were more economical for me. Basically, men, if you have facial hair and you are getting dry and scratchy, because you're probably always getting dry and scratchy, or your beard is scruffy, or your beard is unkempt, Great Beard Organic Beard Oil is the way to go. I actually started making this because Nathan came up to me one day and he said, I want to get some beard oil for my beard, because he's got this big, beautiful beard. And I was like, you want to get beard oil? And he's like, yeah, I want to buy some beard oil. And I'm like, fuck you, I will just make you some beard oil. And so I went to the kitchen and he's like, you don't even know the recipe. And I said, I know what to put in beard oil. I don't need to look at a recipe to be able to intuit what goes in beard oil. So basically, I made it, and it ended up being a way better recipe than he had read about, because I'm adding all these different things. Like there's extra argan oil, extra vitamin E, a lot of essential fatty acids, nut oils, proteins, really, really good stuff, and then essential oils to scent each bottle. So there are different scents available, but basically what this is going to do is it's just going to really condition the skin underneath the beard, which is very important to keep clean. Otherwise it gets dry and flaky and itchy and yucky, more prone to infection and ingrown hairs. You also have the beard a lot softer and more conditioned, and the proteins and the fatty acids and the nut oils and the extra argan oil and the extra vitamin E is not only great for the beard itself, but also the skin underneath. So it's conditioning and making the beard and the skin smell great. So just let me say, if I can say so, I think that this stuff is phenomenal. And Nathan uses his every day. He has, I think he has the sandalwood pine is the scent that he's using right now. I'm pretty sure, but I have a bunch of different scents. And yeah, it's on my Etsy as well. This is the first Bath & Body of many that I'm foreseeing in the future, but the first one, and I did it all because it was inspired by Nathan. So I've got a product inspired by Nozomi and one inspired by Nathan. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so excited for you all to see this, and if you haven't gone to my Etsy shop, it would be awesome if you did. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys all soon. Much love in the cage. Alakim.